War of the Lands is over. The Queen of Darkness and her dragon high lords have been defeated against all odds. The Kryn is devastated by the conflict, and new dangers lurk in the shadows. In the solitude of the Tower of High Sorcery, a familiar wizard is setting his master plan into motion. The powerful archmage, Zane O'Cara, intends that the darkness return. Made aware of Zane's plan, Stonemoss, Berg, and Felspar travel back in time to the doomed city of Istar in the days before the Cataclysm. There, together with new companions, they will make their stand against Zane O'Cara and stop one way or another. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legend of DragonLance. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to the Season 2 Prologue of DragonLance, Legends, Volume 1. I am Adam. I am your dungeon master for tonight's festivities.
Look out.
Watch out.
You
guys got used to Chuck over the last few weeks, but I'm back, baby.
Oh, boy.
Back in the saddle. And as you can see, the only one who showed up is Kemchad.
Look out.
Nobody else wanted to participate. We are recording this, so this is not a live episode, although we're live doing it.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
It's a little confusing, but I think that but it works.
Not AI.
We're not now people are going to wonder.
No.
They're going to
Because I said that. Well, if they were, would they say it?
They didn't think so, but now that you've mentioned it, now they're not sure. I will be in chat though when we air this. We're filming this about a month before this will air. So, but I will be in chat to answer your whatever bullshit you put in there, and feel free to cheer bits, which we can give to his character later, or just cheer them to me, and I could use them later against the rest of the group. So, yes, we are adapting the classic DragonLance trilogy of novels, DragonLance Legends, written by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickmann. And I'm pretty sure, Kemchan, that this is the first time anyone, anywhere on the internet or in podcast land, has ever done a DragonLance Legends campaign.
First that I know of.
I've never heard of any, and I did a cursory look.
Did a quick glance?
Just a glance. Because there's no modules, there's no adventure book.
Right.
And it's a very personal story, more so than the grand epic that was the Chronicles, which had all the characters involved in a war. But we're doing it here, so tell your friends, because they're going to want to see this and or listen to it. I guarantee you. Where can they watch and listen, you ask? Well, let me tell you. You can watch and listen. You could watch us whenever we bother to play live on YouTube and Twitch by searching for Atomic Peanut Butter Group. You can watch us after the fact, and you can also check out Season 1, DragonLance Chronicles, on YouTube/Atomic Peanut Butter Group. And you can listen to us on podcast wherever you listen to podcast by searching for DragonLance Chronicles until, of course, the cease and desist. You can also check out, which we have just finished in the future when this is airing, and even though we still have a couple of sessions left, Chuck's DragonLance before the lance dash the dark patrol.
Oh boy.
So in that you can pick up the actual module that he and his DragonLance Nexus buddies, like Ed, who is also a player in the game, have written. You can pick that up on the DM's Guild along with other works. So they have some different adventures. They have different source books for DragonLance by going to the DM's Guild. But let's get on with it. Let's
Let's do
start this mofo.
Let's
But
go.
we're going to start by introducing Kim Chan. Kim Chan, tell us who you are and who you're playing tonight.
Oh my goodness. I am the old man. The one before all. The one who was here in the beginning and here at the end.
Wow.
The man they call Kemchan.
Very dramatic. He was the first of you and will be the last of you.
And I'm still playing our favorite human fighter, Gorel, Nightfoot.
Gorel is, I think, the only remaining character being played by the player who created him.
Look at that.
From episode 1.
Look at that. Yes.
Right? I don't think there's any, because Curly's dead.
Curly's dead.
Zane is an NPC in this game, and possibly so is Zarek. I guess we'll find out in when we start the series if Cody is playing Zarek or not. Fingers crossed. But regardless, we're gonna get in. Sorry, I was very professionally just checking my text messages while in the middle of a sentence. It's been a little while since I've run a game here, guys. So anyway, like I said, this is not live, so don't expect us to talk to you and react to you like we normally would. But like I said, I'll be in chat typing away when you're seeing this. If you're listening to it, well, then nothing has changed for you because we don't know what you're thinking. Period. Not just, yeah. But anyway, let's get on with the show. So, previously on DragonLance, the group, the heroes of the Lance, defeated Takesis in the Temple of Naraka. The temple fell down around their ears. Literally, yeah. In the epilogue that I thought was going to be about 20 minutes lasted about 2 hours because of them trying to escape the falling. It was almost as dangerous as the fight.
As the fight itself, yes.
Yeah, just
escaping a falling stone temple. It's hard. It's harder than it sounds.
We learned that. And the crown, the Emperor's crown, Emperor Ariakis, self-proclaimed Emperor of Krynn, and the leader of the dragon armies. After he died, was it Gorel who killed him, or was it what's his name who got the killing blow? Chuck's guy.
I think so. I don't remember, honestly.
Me either.
It's all a blur.
Go back and watch and or listen to the conclusion of Dragon.
The grand finale, as they say.
And you'll be able to figure that out. We could also do that, but we likely won't.
Well, probably not.
So, but anyway, once he was murdered viciously and with no provocation by the quote-unquote heroes, he lost his crown, his emperor crown. Gorel had it for a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I think Gorel.
Jadek had it for a little bit.
Jadek had it for a hot second. Yeah.
There were some Draconians who had it here and there, and it wound up in the hands of none other than the Death Knight, Lord Soth, who then disappeared. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, by the way, you know why he disappeared is because I think it was Gary's character, Thea Greenmist, the bard, banished him.
Yes.
So he had the crown, and before anyone could get it out of him, she banished him. And by the time he came back, everybody else was already gone. And in the epilogue, we discover that Kitiara Uthmatar, who was and is Garel's adopted sister, goes to Dargard Keith. I almost said Dargard Keith again. Dargard. I do have a character for Dargard Keith, by the way, who is.
Well, you have to. Such a good name.
He's Lord Soth's butler. So at some point we need to get there so we can meet him. And but anyway, so she goes to Dargard Keep, and there, Lord Soth hands her the crown. Now we cut to a year later. And there was a bit of a reunion among the heroes at what used to be the Inn of the Last Home, now run by Garel, renamed Curly's Inn. And as Solace is being repaired, buildings and homes are being replaced, what was a extraordinarily beautiful tree town, basically, where everything was up in the mighty Valenwood trees, after the destruction wreaked upon it by the Red Dragon army, everything is down on the ground now, including Curly's Inn. Odic has retired, but still living in Solace, and Tika Whalen, who was the barmaid, who was just a skinny, quiet 14-year-old girl when they originally left. At this point, 6 years, almost 7 years prior to. Spent some time with the elves after the escape from Solace in episode 1. Wow. Which was almost 6 years ago we started playing this game. The longest running DragonLance game anywhere on the interwebs.
That's right.
Or on podcast. Single campaign, anyway. And both episodes and length of time. And she's back. She is also working still with Garel at the Inn of the Last Home. They have another barmaid, a younger woman named Desra. And they were preparing for a little reunion, as I said, with the heroes of the Lance, and it was there that Garel learned from Stonemoss, who got information from what the fuck was his
it was
squirrel's name? It was Scuttles.
It's a good thing we're recording this so you could edit it so it sounds like you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck was Toodles? It was something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever the fucking squirrel's name was, his familiar that was trapped in the abyss, was able to get him back and forever changed. The squirrel was fucked up after being in the abyss. And
because it was like a good year later, right?
Right, and who knows how much time passes in the abyss during that time.
Abyss, yeah, exactly.
And it was there that he learned that the others, we had Calum, Smeen Bruga, and Sir Rick Cordwood, are trapped in the abyss, and as far as Stonemoss was able to tell, still alive in there. Although what living in the abyss looks like, who knows? Maybe we'll find out when we get to part 3 of Dragonlance: Legends. But right now we don't know. And that was when he then announced very callously
the way Stonemoss is, that very matter of fact,
had sacrificed himself to close the door to the abyss into Kryn, thus trapping the Queen of Darkness, Takesis, inside, along with the other 3 characters we mentioned. So, we're going to pick up right there. And it's late. You guys have been drinking, and you guys were drinking in a
Yep.
bottle of old dwarven wine that you found
Yes.
behind the counter that
That
had been
I
collecting
had
dust.
behind the bar. I was
Yep,
saving it for Gorel was saving it for Curly's return, but upon
yep.
hearing of his death, decided to open it and share it with the others.
And now
And
any dwarven spirits are going to be very strong.
oh yeah,
So you guys, down that bottle. You did have a couple of dwarves there, so that was
that is
good.
true. That is true.
And
Help pick up the slack.
exactly. So it's getting late. The group has retired to their rooms in the inn upstairs. Gorel still sitting alone at this the long table that they have in the inn, which was moved by Tika and Desra in front of the fire, which is where the original group met. Now again, almost 7 years ago, where it was Gorel and Flint, then Zarek and Zane, Kurlathlan. Missing was Kitiara, and the group didn't know why until much later, when they discovered that she was the Blue Lady, one of the Dragon High Lords, leader of the Blue Dragon armies. And you met fatefully Gold Moon and Swift Fox. I think I got that right. I think I think for the first time I got this right.
Yes, because I was about to say Swift Wind. Because
me too.
That.
That's why that was the way I said it so strangely. There is because wind almost came out, and I was fighting it because I knew that couldn't be right.
Swift Fox. That's right. Yeah.
Which led you guys into this grand adventure, and while you did save the day, Gorel, more than anybody, really lost so much.
Lost pretty much his family.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Flint died. It was a heart attack. He was an old dwarf, but it was a heart attack, and he died. Kitiara's lost to the dragon army. And yeah, Curly sacrificed himself on the other side. And Zarek and Zane are gone. Who knows where?
Yeah. And you didn't even know that they were in the temple of Naraka either, because you were upstairs and all that other stuff.
All that was going on, yeah.
So you did see Zane palling around with a green dragon, I think. No, you didn't see that either. That was the other group, wasn't it?
No. There was one moment he came and helped.
Yes.
And gave me a quick ride on his dragon and then flew off.
Yeah, so that was the last that you saw of him, and haven't seen Zane in even Zarek rather, in a longer time, his twin brother.
Right.
So the original group is now just Gorel, and this is, I imagine, something that you're thinking about as you sit there with the sort of the last mug of this dwarven wine, as everyone else is retired to their rooms and gone to bed.
It's probably late and
very late.
I imagine that the tavern's emptied out for the most part.
Almost. And that's a great segue, because Tika comes up to you. She had long since sent Desra home, and she's been taking care of the few remaining patrons that are there and cleaning up. And she's given you a little bit of space, but she walks up to you and she sits down next to you at the table, and she reaches out her hand to take yours. And she doesn't ask you how you're doing, but you can tell that she knows.
Yeah.
She could see it on your face. And you sit there quietly for a moment, and she says, "I'm sorry to bother you with this, but..." And she looks over into a dark corner of the inn, and far across the room, almost as far away from the door as you can get. There are no windows there in this area. It's kind of like sort of like the bar ends, and then there's like a little 2-person table up against the wall, maybe 3 or 4 feet from the bar. Yeah. And there's hard to tell because there's a hood pulled up over the person's face. A fairly thin frame. Hard to tell if it's again person sitting down, but you figure probably around 5'7", 5'8", so it could be a human woman or just a thin guy, or it could be an elf. Hard to tell because again the hood is pulled down low. There is a mug of something that this person is nursing as they're sitting there in the darkness. And Tika continues and says, this person's been here for some time, came in after your friends, but not long after. Hasn't done anything inappropriate or very strange, and certainly we have a lot of travelers that come by here and and spend time and have a drink just to get off of the road, and it is still dangerous around here, and I get that, but there's just something about them that I don't know, makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Would you be willing to maybe?
And Gorell cuts her off at that point with her hand in his, and he like looks at her and he's like, I trust your judgment. Has he been buying anything, or is he just
a small plate of food and some drinks, not too many, drinking very slowly. This mug I probably brought to him maybe an hour ago, and it seems like he's still sipping it, but and this I think is his third, maybe.
All right,
just ale.
Okay. Tell the others I'll talk to this one.
Okay.
And he'll get up and just kind of and very slowly release her hand. And because they're mostly business partners, but
but there's a budding relationship growing.
Yeah, they've gotten close. And
now keep in mind, when you guys first met, I mean, you were only a couple of years older than she was, right? I mean, throughout your childhood living in Solace, right? Because you were, how old was Gorell when you?
He
was like 17 or 18 when
17, 18. Yeah, he was young. He was still young.
So a few years older than she was. And you always knew that she had a little crush on you, but again, she was a little bit younger,
Right.
She's certainly filled out over the years, and and definitely is catches a lot more men's attention than she did when she was a kid, obviously. So
sure.
Because now she would be 19, 20, about now. But so she'll let you go, and she's sort of putting on the act as if she's cleaning up and cleaning glasses, but she's definitely keeping her eye on you.
So, and I'm assuming Gorell he's always liked his drink, and so he's built up a bit of a tolerance, but this dwarven stuff is, I'm sure, hitting him.
Yeah. So you're definitely feeling it more than you normally would.
Yeah. And so he gets up slow, and he's not like in armor or anything because he was with his friends and in his place. And he'll walk over slowly. And he's like,
now, where would you have probably not a sword on you, but would you keep your sword like behind the bar? Would it be back in your rooms?
I think there would be a sword behind the bar, and maybe even like a crossbow,
sawed-off crossbow,
a sawed-off crossbow,
and a baseball bat,
with hard hitting bolts. For the staff, but a sword back there, not his
Right, okay.
sword, but a sword back there. Yeah, there'd be some armament behind the bar.
All right.
And he'd walk over slowly and not threateningly, because he has no idea what's going on, Like, oh, friend, just wanted to see if you're happy with the service here at my establishment.
And you hear a familiar voice come from underneath the hood. And the voice says, I was wondering how long it would take for you to notice me, little brother. I missed the first reunion that you had a couple of years ago, and I figured it would be rude of me to miss this one as well. And as the person takes the hood down, it is Kitiara.
And a mix of emotions overwhelms him. Again, the drink is just flowing. So at first, his initial reaction is to be happy that Kitiara is here. And you can see it, like, his mouth drops open, his hands are like, yeah, and then everything switches. And he looks around, he looks at the door. Is there anybody at the door?
Nope, quiet.
And he looks around, he looks at the window. Anybody out the window?
Not that you can see, no.
And
even here, like, there's maybe two people, and they're locals that are still sitting at the bar.
Okay,
and that's
yeah. I wanted to make sure who's in the bar.
Yeah, so nobody, no strangers, right, are in there.
He double checks it, double checks Tika behind the bar.
Yeah,
she's fine. And then he looks back, sits down. It's like, well, I'm glad you made it. You're alone, I assume?
I am. And you can see she's not wearing armor.
Right.
She's wearing what look like, simple traveler's clothes,
right.
Riding boots, worn leather pants, sort of a cotton spun plain shirt, and this cloak. Nothing to indicate that she is, or at least was, a member of the dragon armies. There is a dagger on her belt, but that is it. No other weapon.
Right.
I overheard the conversation earlier, and I'm sorry about Kurlathlan. I didn't want that,
He's your brother too.
Yes. And I tried all that I could to protect you and him during everything that happened. Well, the best that I could, anyway.
I told you that it wouldn't end the way you thought it would.
But it did. Well, not exactly, I suppose. And she gives you that crooked smile of hers. And behind her is a pack that's been on the floor in the corner. And she picks up the pack, takes something out of it, which is covered in a silk bag, and puts it on the table with a clank. And she says, go ahead, open it.
You bring gifts?
Not a gift, just
up the bag.
Open it up, and you can see that it is Ariakis's crown.
And I quickly put it back in the bag, and again looking around.
Yeah, nobody seemed to. Well, roll me a perception check. We're playing D&D. Let's roll some dice.
Hey!
We were just talking earlier about how you've never passed one as Garel. Let's see if it happens this time.
Okay, perception. How do you play this game again?
It's been a while. 18.
Hey.
Wow, look at this.
I think
you do better in familiar surroundings.
I think the first one Corell has passed.
I think it might be. Definitely, definitely one of a handful tops. Yeah, nobody else seems to be paying attention except for, obviously, Tika. But you can tell that she would not, from her angle, be able to see what was inside that bag.
Okay.
And there's nobody behind you, so.
Yeah. But
the room was otherwise
he quickly
empty.
put it back in the bag, but didn't let it go. Like, his hand is in the bag, holding on to that crown. Like, why would you bring this here?
To show you that.
Soth, wait a minute. And then he like quickly remembers when was the last time he saw this thing, and Soth had it.
Yeah.
I think Soth is still with you. And then he like,
not
here now.
Not here. Although, truth be told, it's sometimes hard to know when he's going to come and go. Even for me, I don't have control over him.
He kind of leans back. He relaxes a little bit, but he still keeps his hand on it in the bag.
So you see, while sure, maybe things didn't go exactly as planned, I now have control over the dragon armies. And yes, I know that they're scattered about, but I'm confident that with my leadership, I can bring them back together.
Why? Why would you want to do that?
To get what is rightfully mine.
What? And his grip tightens on that thing. He's got one hand on the crown, one hand on the bag, and he's not letting it be separated from him. Why? What do you think is rightfully yours? Well, I don't understand. What did you come here to say?
I came here to say that while the war may be over, mine
you lost the war
is just beginning. And I'm offering you another chance to rule with me.
Kitiara, let me ask you. Why do you think you earned the right to rule everything?
Because I have come from nothing. Don't you understand? And I have risen through the ranks. I have become loved by some, feared by most. Ariakis was a fool. He was too aggressive, too anxious, thought that he and he alone was the chosen of Takesis, and he got sloppy. He was always afraid of me because he knew that I could do what he could not. Lead.
Corell kind of just shakes his head. Even smiles a little bit. It's like, Kitty, you were always a great leader. I would have followed you to the Dark Realm and back if you would just... I don't understand what happened to make you change. You've changed. You're not the same Kitiara anymore.
I've grown.
And you say you came from nothing. How could you say we had nothing? We had a family. We had here.
Yes, we had a family. After mine discarded me.
Mine discarded me. Flint found me as a literal babe in the woods.
Yes, I remember. I was there.
And I'm not holding it against anybody. I'm not still thinking about that after all this time.
Well, maybe you should be.
Why?
Maybe you should be angry.
Why? It doesn't do any good to be angry for so long. It just eats away at you. That's what Flint was trying to teach us. Why hold on to this anger when all it will do will kill you in the end?
Well, if that's how I go, then that's how I go. And I will go the way that I came into this world, fighting.
That is your choice, Kitty. I've just received probably the worst news. Like, my last family member died saving this world, given his own life to thwart your plans.
Well, and I too mourn, Curly. I do. But just know that my plans have nothing to do with Takesis. I'm glad that she did not enter Kryn. Sure, I did what I needed to do to move up the ranks, to stay alive, to gain power. But now that is over. She is gone. She is trapped. Thanks to you and Curly and the others, and I give you credit for such. Now, there is no Takesis. There is no Ariakis. There is just me.
And you think you can gather an army scattered to the four winds?
I do. My troops follow me still.
Why? Why keep an army loyal to nothing but you? We didn't save the world for credit or notoriety. We did it because the world was in danger and we were able to do something about it. You do things not for fame or glory.
Well, if you recall, I also did my part to help you. Now, granted, they were for my own reasons. I won't pretend otherwise. But I didn't stand in your way. I gave you access that you otherwise wouldn't have had.
Yes, you did help.
And I trust that you know that I am not like Ariakis. I am not like the others. I may not be that same little girl that grew up with you. I may have changed. But I am not like them.
So, say you gather your forces. You bring together your armies. Dragon Lords. What then? How will you rule?
Well, assuming that I can gain enough power, enough strength, ideally, those that would normally resist me would fall in line without too much bloodshed. That being said, I'm not afraid of it. Because just like the dragon armies have scattered across the four winds, well, so have the alliances and allegiances of those that fought against us. The humans, the dwarves, the elves, the Kender, the gnomes. And she kind of says that with a bit of dismissiveness in her voice when she says kinders and gnomes. But anyway, I'm not here to ask for your permission. I am merely offering you an opportunity, and if the answer is no, the answer is no. But I would also recommend that you stay out of my way, because I do not want to hurt you, little brother.
He smiles at the thought of the two of them at odds again. Not because he thinks it's funny, but he's like, I should have known. I should have known you wouldn't just let dead dragons lie. And with that, he releases his grip from the crown. It kind of shoves the bag back at her across the table. Not angrily, just sliding it across the table. Kitiara, if you decide that you don't want to rule the world, and that you would be happy with a life fulfilled with people rather than conquests, with love rather than fear, this is where you'll find me. Your last member of your family.
And with that, she takes the bag and the crown and puts it in her pack and stands up. Again, gives you that famous half crooked grin of hers. But you can tell that there's more of a sorrowness to it than usual. And she starts to walk away. And she stops. And she looks back. And she says, "You've done well, little brother. I am proud of you. For all of our disagreements, I know Flint would be proud of you as well."
Don't you dare say his name.
She nods. She continues walking to the door, opens it up, stops, and says again, "I mourn Curlithlon too." And with that, she exits.
I think Gorell sits there for a minute, and then gets up, goes back to the table, grabs his mug and finishes the last of the wine. He looks over at Tika, and I'm sure she has a look on her face like, what was that all about?
Yeah. Although she knows, Kitiara.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen her.
That's right. She
hasn't seen her in since before everybody left to go do their own self-discovery years ago. But she definitely, I'm sure the conversation, and although I doubt you would have talked about it much, but I'm sure that the conversation about what Kitiara had become has come up at least a couple of times over the course of the last year.
And I think he'll just kind of, like, she'll move to the end of the bar, and he'll just lean over and say, "You saw what that was?"
Yes. Are you okay?
No, I'm not. But she's gone. And I'm really not going to think about her. I'm going to continue to mourn my brother for a day or two. But then it's back to business. And with that, he kind of goes upstairs to his room and passes out on his bed.
All right, and with the image of Kitiara flying on the back of her blue dragon sky into the silver light of the moon, Lunitari, we cut to a year later. The business has been booming at Curly's Inn, now serving curly fries.
That is kind of fries.
And it's probably late afternoon, in between the lunch rush and the dinner rush, and you are currently working on a separate building. I mean, there's been improvements to the inn. There have been more rooms added, a bigger tavern area, dining area.
A lot of it worked on by Gorell since he was taking up carpentry.
Yeah, and now you're working on just down the street a bit, a small home for you and for Tika. You're in the back because basically what you have like the living space and sort of a half-finished bedroom. You're currently working on a nursery in the back.
Yeah.
And Tika yells out, "I'm going to head over to the inn and help Desra prepare for the evening rush."
And hearing that, Gorell stops what he's doing, drops his tools, runs over. He's like, "You think you should you be doing that in your condition?"
"I'm fine."
But I mean, you're showing the baby's getting big, and you're always complaining that your legs are hurting and your back, and
well, that doesn't mean that I need to stop what I'm doing. Women are much stronger than men, you'll remember. And she
yes, no, I know, and I
gives
never
you a playful shot on the shoulder.
yeah. And like, I've never doubted how strong you are. It's just that I hired people to do that. There's people over there helping.
Well, I like to do it. You know that. And I'll be fine. This baby isn't coming today or tomorrow. We still have a few more months.
Okay. I know better than to argue with you.
And she gives you a kiss and heads to the door. And as she's just about to open it, you hear a knock on the door, and Tika just stops and says, "Are you expecting anybody?"
No.
No, me either. Well, let's see who it is. And she opens the door, and who is standing there but Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot?
Oh boy. And that's exactly what Gorell does. Sees him, he's like, "Oh boy, it's Burfoot," and he kind of just puts his head in his hands, like, what the hell?
And Tasselhoff walks straight into the house and says, "Oh, hello, good to see you again. Good to see you again." And he looks at Tika. He says, "Oh, Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot, Knight of the Crown." And he bows.
She has heard all about Burfoot. And Gorell immediately mentally takes stock of what's in the room, on the shelves.
Yeah, you see Tika move toward the drawer where the silverware is and sort of hold it closed.
He's like, oh, look, it's like, okay, swords are there, right? That's there. Got it. Yeah, okay.
Says, "Anyway, I'm sorry to just barge in here, but I am on a very special mission given to me by Lord Gunther himself. Uthwistan himself has sent me here to help this damsel in distress."
What? No, she's not a damsel in distress. She's
Oh, not her. And then he looks around and he says, "Oh, I must have forgotten her. Hold on one moment, please." And he scurries out the door again. And you can see, because he leaves the door wide open, down by the inn, which is again in sight of the home that you're building.
Right.
A woman dressed in the white robes of a cleric of Paladine. Now, you probably wouldn't have seen too many, so I won't go too far into this, because again, this is the worshipping of the original gods is still a fairly new occurrence again, ever since Goldmoon and Elliston and Ergrin, returned, or have taken up the mantle anyway, for those that disappeared during the Cataclysm or right before the Cataclysm. And she's standing very straight and stiff, looking around. She has like stone white skin and like this jet black long hair. It's kind of like, parted in the middle, hanging straight down. You can tell that she probably could be she looks almost like a ghost, right? And especially with the jet black hair on her pale skin, and you can tell that she does nothing to to try to worry about her appearance. Rather, she just is very utilitarian almost in her dress, the way she wears her hair, the way she's standing there. Everything about her, you can tell, is comes from money, right? So very fine clothes, very fine boots. You can see that there's a very well-made, expensive cart with 2 horses attached to it that are, very expensive, not your cheap, mares that you might find, just somebody selling off the street outside of Haven or something like that.
Right.
And Tasselhoff scurries up over to her. They talk for a second. She shakes her head and then follows him back to your house. And so he walks in, and she stands sort of on the top step of the stoop in the doorway, and looks around at your humble abode here that is still a work in progress, and says, I apologize for the intrusion. And she looks at Sir Tasselhoff. My name is Chrysania of Tyrrhenius, from Palanthus. Excuse me. I have a little bit of a speech impediment.
You haven't said these words in a while, have you?
Nope. No, I haven't. I am a revered daughter of Paladine, as you can see, and she has a clear holy symbol of Paladine around her neck. May I come in?
And Grell looks at Tika. Tika.
She just shrugs.
And he says, of course, and he gestures her to come in.
Well,
and he's like, this is my wife, Tika.
And I understand you are Grell Nightfoot, a friend, or at least former companion of Zane O'Cara?
Yes, Zane and his blood brother were adopted brothers of mine. I grew up with them. I know the elves age much differently than humans.
Yes, so I understand. I have been looking for Zarek O'Cara for some time and have been unable to locate him. However, when I went to the Knights, they sent me here along with... And then Tasselhoff raises his hand. He says, they sent her with me. You see, Lord Gunther thought that she was crazy and that the best knight that he could send with her was Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot, because he knew that I knew you and that I would get the job done.
And Girl smiles. He's like, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Okay.
And she gives you can see that she just gives him the stink eye too when he says this. And she says, as I have reminded you many times, I am not crazy. That being said, I am looking for some help. And while I would prefer the assistance of Zane's twin brother, again, he has been, well, difficult to find. And as the next closest relation, maybe you could help me.
Last I heard of Zane. Last I heard, he might be dead now. I mean, he has taken up the dark robes. His body was nowhere near what it used to be. And then he tells her about the tower, that there's a dark robe mage there. But he's
yes,
like,
and I can assure you that he is there and is very much alive.
Oh, you're sure that's him?
Yes,
over there.
I've met him. In that tower, and I was given a charm by him after meeting with him at Astinus of Palathus in the Great Library, and he gave me passage. And you can see almost unconsciously, she sort of just rubs her head like right above, like her forehead, right above her eyes, almost as if remembering pain. And then she sort of, I guess, realizes what she's doing and stops and regains her, her composure, and continues and says, I believe that it is my mission from Paladine himself to help change this man, to bring him back to the light.
Huh. Okay. And you need my help because...
And Tasselhoff then pops up and says, this is the best part, Gorell, you're going to love this. You see, she wants to go meet with the Wizards Conclave in the Tower of Wayrith. And I don't know if you remember the stories about the Tower of Wayrith, but it's it's in a magical forest. Can you believe it? Think about it. And he stops. And you can see that he's clearly thinking about it with the big shit-eating grin that's on his face. And then he shakes it off and says, imagine going to a magical forest and finding a tower of high sorcery to talk to the mages. Oh, think about what great magics would be inside there. Why, I once found a ring that could turn me into a woolly mammoth. And then he starts going into this story about the woolly mammoth that you've heard 15 times.
And he's like, another time.
And Chrysania just sort of shakes her head again, and she says, what the Kender says is true, and I could use help getting there. I understand that the way is dangerous, but I would like to talk to these mages so they could help me help him. And unfortunately, you can see the help that the knights have given me. And she looks at Tasselhoff, who then smiles and waves at you.
And with that, Gorell again looks at Tika.
Tika shakes her head, but it's sort of like a exasperation more than a don't do it almost.
Right. And he's like, I am flattered that you feel I could help, but as you can see, and he gestures to his pregnant wife, I have responsibilities here, and the house isn't finished, and I can't.
That's fine. I am sure that I can manage on my own. That being said, I don't know exactly how to get there, and while the way may be dangerous, I am firm in my resolve that this is where I must go. So I thank you, and if you don't know where Zarek is, then and you won't help, well, then I will do it on my own, and I bid you good day. And she starts to turn, and Tika says, "Stop." And she looks over at Gorel and says, "You can't let her go on her own. You know the dangers."
Like, yeah, I could. I totally could let her go. She was on her way out. Why did you say that?
The fuck did you stop her for?
What the hell? We were done. She was leaving.
She says, if something happens to her, we both know that you wouldn't be able to forgive yourself. And if something happens to him, and Tasselhoff again waves at you and smiles. She says, while your immediate reaction may be one of relief, I don't know that you'd be able to live yourself with that. I mean, if it's just going to Wayrith, it's only a few days travel.
Fine.
You'll be back here in no time.
Yes,
but,
I could be.
I mean, she clearly is not able to defend herself, and you can see that Chrysania gives her like a dirty look when she says this, but doesn't disagree or fight back on that comment.
And Gorel takes Tika's hands. It's like, I know you are capable of taking care of yourself. And I know you will have help. Everybody will help. Everybody in this town loves you. I just feel like that my place is here.
As you said, when Tasselhoff first arrived, and I know that you like to protect everybody, and you do a great job, and she smiles at you. She says, but I'm going to use your own words to remind you that I am not the damsel in distress here. I can manage for a few days on my own.
Okay. And he leans down and gives her a kiss on the forehead. Fine, then. And he turns to the priestess, like, okay. Okay, she's right. I can't let you go on your own. And he kind of mumbles to himself, as much as I want to. I can't let you do that. Let me gather my things, and I will join you. I guess that is your horse and carriage over there?
It is, yes.
If you'll just give me a few moments, I will join you over there, and we will leave together.
Excellent. I thank you very much. And Tasselhoff says, I'll get the horses ready. I'll get the horses ready. And he bounds out of the...
And he grabs him. Gorel grabs him by the shoulder.
So he's still running, but you have him up in the air now. And so his arms and legs are moving, and he's not going anywhere.
Stop your feet. And once he does, he puts them back down. It's like, empty your pockets.
Yeah, and there's all sorts of things that there's a brooch that Tika's mother had given her. Your dagger is in there.
No, you can't take that. No, you can't take no. And once he's satisfied that he's got all his stuff back, he lets him go. It's like, all right, now go get the horses ready.
You really need to be more careful with your things. They must have fallen into my pockets.
Yes, of course. A lot of things do. Yes.
So then he bounds off, and then he comes back in and turns to Tika. It was very nice meeting you, and bounds back out. And the two of them head back to the horse and buggy. And Tika just sighs and says, just promise me one thing. Whatever is going on here, don't get mixed up with it. Just take her safely to these mages and then come back home to me, okay?
Yes, that is my promise to you. I will come back.
And we then cut to you collected your stuff. It is still, early afternoon. Still, it's probably around noon. You can see the people were almost noon when people are starting to come to the inn as you walk over with your travel gear, your armor, your weapons, to lead them down to Wayreth Forest. So it'll probably take you 3 or 4 days, probably closer to 3 in the since you're leaving midday. It'll probably be on that 4th day, but like 3.5 days to get down there in the horse and wagon, and then about the same to get back. The problem that you would have heard about and did hear about from Zane and Zarek when they met with you guys after your 5-year absence from each other. A magical forest that is designed to keep people out, which is part of the danger. The other part, there are still draconians around. There's still, brigands and bandits around. The continent is still trying to level set itself after the war. And it's a not the most dangerous route. That would still be over in the Naraka and Sanction area, but there's enough danger there that a Kender and a priestess are going to have a difficult time getting there on its own. And then, of course, you have a magical forest that is designed to keep people out. So
you all right there? You okay?
Yeah, I got a cough here. Can't get rid of it. So you guys head out on your way. I'm assuming you're taking the reins.
Yes.
She's in the back, and it's a really well-made, well-crafted wagon. Again, you could tell she comes from money. Sir Tasselhoff is sort of sitting on the bench next to you, riding a shotgun there. As you make your way down the roads to the south. You're reminded of the last time you went down in this direction was when you were fleeing the dragon armies, when you first met Goldmoon and Swift Fox. Almost said Swiftwind again. And this is where you, when you went to Qualinesti to pick up Lorana and Gilthanis, became part of the group at that point as well, and that's also where Zane and Zarek are originally from.
Right.
As you pass by it, and it's about a day has passed, and as you pass by you can see that Qualinesti is still just a barren, not quite a wasteland. It's not as bad as what you saw in Sylvanesti that was turned into a nightmare.
Right.
But similar to what happened to Solace, happened here to Qualinesti, where the Red Dragons had sort of decimated the area.
Yeah.
There are some elves who have returned. Most of them are still in Southern Urgoth, in the new Qualinost. But you're sort of flooded with memories of not just the war, but when you were younger, going with Flint and Kurlathwan, Zane, Zarek, and Kitiara, because Flint would sell his toys and wares in Qualinesti quite often, which is where you met the elf princess and prince, years and years ago when you were all much younger, so you're riding, continuing south, past this area here. Tasselhoff has a bunch of maps that he's sort of arranging on the bench next to you as you guys are riding.
Okay. And I ask him, what are these? Is this where we're going?
Yes, I'm trying to find a good map of Wayreth, and while I fancy myself quite the cartographer. I've never been there myself, but I do have a number of maps here. But it seems that no one has been able to really map it effectively because each map that I have looks different than the one before it. And he shows you the maps, and as you're looking at them, and yeah, and they're all clearly mapped Wayreth Forest.
Right.
There's no indication that there is a tower there, although you know there is one. It's one of the few that are left standing after the cataclysm. It is the one where the mages, the head mages, the enclave work and study. That being said, you can see, yeah, each one of these maps look different than the one before it, and none of them have a tower in it.
And I'll ask Barefoot, like, is it possible that the forest changes?
A forest changing? Well, that sounds magical, doesn't it?
Supposed to be a magical place, right?
Huh, yes. Wow, I've never been in a changing magical forest before. That sounds exciting.
Exciting's one word for it. Annoying's another.
Well, I hope you haven't lost your sense of adventure.
No, and of course he's thinking about the adventures he's had with Curly and Flint when it was just the three of them. And he's like, no, I haven't lost it. Just haven't any forces a small, just a little out of practice, my friend.
Well, luckily for you, you have a Knight of Solamnia here with you to help you out in case of any battles or what kind of magical creatures do you think could be inside of the magical forest that changes? And he starts rattling off various creatures that he thinks might be in there that he can encounter. And he has his little hoopak, which is basically a small staff with like a sling attached to the top of it because it sort of opens up into like a Y shape. And he's, battling these, creatures in his imagination as you continue to ride.
And I'm just... Girl genuinely smiles. It's like, yes, lucky me. Oh, who knows what we'll find? I guess that's why we're here, isn't it?
Exactly. See, I knew you didn't lose your spirit of adventure. And you continue for a while down, and eventually it gets dark and too dark to steer. You've been riding for about a day and a half now, so this is the end of the second day, full day, or the first full day, but the end of the second day traveling. You find a spot, clearing. You're still north of the forest of Wayreth, sort of on the southern part of Qualinesti there, and but still on the main road, so that you could sort of see there on the map in more of a mountainous range. But you're kind of skirting the mountains on one side, forest on the other. Find a reasonable spot to stop and set up camp. And of course, Tasselhoff is chatting the entire time. Lady Chrysania is been very quiet, and introspective as you're preparing whatever meal, after you get the fire going and preparing whatever meal you're going. And then eventually, as you're still preparing dinner, she comes over and she sits down on a small boulder next to you, and she says, "What can you tell me about him, about Zane?"
Zane was a good man. Sorry, elf.
Person.
Person.
What is the proper nomenclature?
And he and his brother were inseparable. He changed.
More than physically, I imagine you're saying.
Yes, the physical change is only a reflection of how he changed on the inside, I think. He always meant to do good. He always wanted to do good. It's just I believe the cost of what he was trying to do outweighed the results of what he actually did.
He told me when I met him, and this was in Palanthas, in Astonis's chambers in the Great Library, that he saw through his hourglass eyes death as it affects all things. I imagine that could do, well, all sorts of damage to somebody mentally and emotionally, seeing nothing but death all the time. And from what I understand, that came about even before the rest of his transformation by taking the test of high sorcery. So we look at Zane, and I've heard, certainly having lived in Palanthas my entire life, this is frankly my first time outside of the city, and
you don't say.
I wonder that we paint a broad brush those that call him evil, when you could make an argument that the mages, including Parsalian of the White Robes, made him this way.
I know, like I said, there is good in his heart, and his intentions were good. I just truly believe he went down the wrong path to get what he felt he needed to do good.
May I tell you something?
If you feel you must.
When I met with him at the tower, and, well, I shudder to remember the horrors of not only the tower itself and what I saw there, but also just going through that cursed grove, even with the token that he placed upon me. And again, she absent-mindedly just rubs her forehead above her, sort of the middle of her eyes there. And then again collects herself and sits upright and very straight, very good posture. As somebody who has learned how to act in a royal setting. He plans on defeating, finally, once and for all, Takesis. And she says a little prayer after she says that, to sort of get that name off her lips.
Right.
Almost.
and Grell, as she's doing her little prayer, just immediately says, Takesis has been defeated and banished.
Well, she's been banished back to the Abyss, of course, and I understand that you played a big part in that, and I thank you for your service and for those of your comrades. That being said, we know that, I mean, she's lived there, for aeons, who knows how long. If she was able to come back once, and certainly this wasn't the first time. I've done my studies, and I've learned about the Dragon Wars and her attempts to come back then as well. Well, what would stop her from coming in again? And shouldn't we try to do something to make sure?
And he cuts her off. The
Yep.
only way she was even able to attempt to come over was because of people on this side looking for power, looking to dominate over others. And as long as there are people to oppose those dragon armies, Takesis will not make it over here. She can't do it on her own. She needs the help of people from this side.
People like your adopted sister.
And he, like, at that, he kind of chokes on his food a little bit. You're talking of Kitiara.
Yes, the Blue Lady.
How do you know?
Tasselhoff smiles and waves at you from the other side of the fire as he's eating his dinner. She says, I've learned a lot about Zane in my time since meeting him, and even before. Although I must admit, I was surprised when I discovered that he wanted to meet with me, being such as he is of the Black Robes, and I being a revered daughter of Paladine, I couldn't imagine why. But I have since discovered, after learning about him and about those around him, that there is both good and evil in his orbit. And while he certainly has changed, as you say, and has, well, maybe done more evil things than good over the course of the last few years, I believe that his endeavor to finally defeat the Queen of Darkness will bathe Ansalon in light once again. And that is what is important. That good prevails over evil.
I agree. But what I'm saying is, he doesn't need to risk his life, risk the lives of others to defeat something that's not a threat right now. That's not a threat. And won't be a threat as long as we keep the dragon armies at bay. What's left of the dragon armies.
Evil is always a threat. So if you can stamp out evil before it kills more innocent people, don't you think you should try?
As you said, evil is always there. And as long as there are good people to fight it, we should only fight it when it is necessary. Why go looking for a fight?
Because we didn't go looking for a fight before the War of Alliance, and you saw what happened with your own eyes. You saw the destruction, and then she looks out at the woods that are still charred and blackened around her, that used to be lush and beautiful. You saw what happened to your own town in Solace. From what I understand, the majesty of the Valenwoods were rivaled by nothing, not even the beauty of Qualinesti. You saw what happened in Sylvanesti. I can only imagine the horrors that you've seen, the death and the destruction.
No, you couldn't. And he kind of leans, not threateningly, but just leans a little closer to her and says, "You could not imagine what I have seen. I couldn't have imagined it before I've seen it. What I've lived through, what others couldn't live through. So you'll forgive me if I'm not willing to put my life at risk again, or other lives, for a battle that's not there yet."
And I understand, and while I appreciate the help that you are giving, this is the mission that was given to me by paladin himself, and I shall undertake it.
Yes, yes. There are always those who feel that the gods speak to them.
Yes, well, for some of us it's true. And she kind of puffs out her chest a little bit when she says that.
And Gorell says, and for the rest of us that the gods do not speak to, we simply want to live and love and make a home.
I thought for sure you were going to say laugh, because that was the only one missing from your. You created that. You, by the way, then you pull out a plaque. I'm selling these live, laugh, love plaques for just the low price of 5 steel pieces. Really accentuates any part of the home. Living room, kitchen, bathroom. You can put it anywhere.
Note the workmanship. Letters burned into.
You really got good, yeah. You're taking after Flint, yeah. That's canon, but DragonLance canon is that Gorell created the live, laugh, love.
I kind of clicked in my head where it was going. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
I can hear it in your head. Like, I can hear the snap in your head when that happened. When you changed course there.
Damn it. You caught on.
Anyway, she says, and I do understand that. And I understand that the service that you provided to all of Ansalon is one that can never be repaid. And I do thank you for it. I just was hoping that I could learn more about Zane and, well, maybe just ensure that... I have
not seen Zane or Zarek in many, many years.
But you know him.
I knew him.
Do you think he could be redeemed?
I like to think so, because I knew who he was, and as I said, he did the wrong thing for the right reasons. So that in itself tells me that he still has a good heart, or he did. I have other things to concern myself with now.
I understand. Thank you for that, because I felt the same way while talking to him, that there was a soul there to be redeemed. And she sort of gets up and goes to her little sleeping area that she's tucked out under one of these sort of blackened, misshapen trees. And you notice that, as she lays down, there's, which you haven't seen at all from her, but there's a bit of just a hint of a smile on her face as she lays down to go to sleep.
And Gorell finishes his food, looks over at Burfoot. I say, Burfoot, can you take first watch?
Yes, sir. Well, I'm the sir. Yes. Yes, Gorell.
He chuckles. It's like, I'll leave the fire going. Keep that fire. Don't let it go out.
You can count on me.
Wake me when you need sleep.
All right.
And he'll kind of roll over, still near the fire, and go to sleep for a little bit.
All right. The night passes uneventfully, and you continue riding. You, in about another day and a half, you make it to where all of Tasselhoff's maps and your best guess would indicate is the Forest of Wayreth.
Okay.
Once you go inside, who can tell what's going to happen or what it's going to be like, because again every map is different and you haven't been in there, but your idea of a sort of a shifting, changing forest, you kind of feel like you're on the right track there after spending a few hours trying to get through. And again, you have to leave the wagon and the horses outside because it's a very dense forest.
Right.
But you tie up the horses.
Probably in front, like hacking at foliage, trying to clear a path.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's you can see that, because there's, interestingly, and it's roll me a nature check. See, I told you this would come in handy.
There we go.
This will be the first of a few, but 14. All right, yeah, that's good enough to notice that there are no tracks here at all. Forget about a human, elf, or dwarf, or whatever. There's no animal tracks as well, which is very strange to see. And even just any sort of indication that there would be animals there, like discarded.
Do I hear any sounds or
nope?
That would
it
bird song.
Once you've entered here, it has been eerily quiet.
Okay. Can I still see the sky and the sun?
Yep.
Through the canopy?
Yes.
Okay. And best guess on sun position, how late in the day is it at this point?
It's probably mid-afternoon.
Okay, so the sun's up there high.
Yeah. And like I said, you've been in the forest now for roughly an hour, let's say.
Right.
So while it's difficult to determine, roll me a survival. 18. You got a +9 on that? Jeez.
Yeah, buddy.
After a couple of hours, even with that 18, that you have zero idea what direction you are going into and what you've been walking. Sometimes
I am imagining that the path is not straight.
The path is fairly straight.
Okay.
Yet,
because there's a horse and wagon behind me, so it can't be. All right.
You can't see the horse and wagon anymore.
What?
Yeah.
So I lost them?
Well, no, they're with you. They're just not in the wagon. You had to leave because it was too difficult to traverse.
I see.
But gotcha. You can't even if you look back, you can't even see it anymore.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's difficult to say because again, it's a very dense forest. But even so, difficult to say. And it sometimes seems like you're passing the same tree or the same rock, over and over again. But at the same time, everything seems new and confusing to you as well. But you can tell that you have been walking in that same direction. So it's not like you've gone off course.
Right.
But the forest has somehow gone off course.
Interesting. Okay.
Based on what you would have heard from Zane and Zarek during, your travels together, as they were recounting the story of, him taking the test here, that the tower is to the south, and that's the direction you feel like you've been going. But again, it's almost like you're walking in a circle, even though you've been going in a straight line.
Okay. So I imagine I'm using the sun to help my direction.
Yes, and the sun always seems like it's in the same spot with that 18.
Well, that's weird.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to turn back to the priest. She's a priestess, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Turn back to the
She's like one of the high-level priestesses of Paladine. So basically, the head of the order would be your old pal Elliston, who you rescued from the dungeons in Pax Tharkus.
Yes.
And she is probably up there in that top echelon as a revered daughter.
Okay. I'm going to turn back to her and be like, so what does your god say about a forest that tries to keep people out?
Well, it's the work of magic, most likely. And when she says magic, it almost sounds like she's cursing it, like this is definitely not natural.
You don't say, as he continues to hack away at things, at brush in the way. But you know how to handle magic, don't you?
Me? No.
Yes? No.
I don't deal with magic. All of any powers that I have are from the divine.
But isn't that a kind of magic?
In a sense, I suppose, but...
And he breaks into a Queen song.
Yeah. Where'd you get that guitar? An amp? Yes, but from my understanding, they come from very different types of places. I do not have the gift of what Zane would consider magic, nor would he be able to do the things that I could do, because there are different gods that favor him than favor me.
Well, if by chance...
So what I'm saying is I don't understand any of this bullshit.
Yeah, I was going to say, if by chance you could help us keep course, that would help.
All right, let's see. I will let you roll again, survival with advantage. She is not proficient in it, but she does have a +3, so we'll give you advantage if she's trying to help you.
Sweet.
And Tasselhoff. It doesn't say here, but he is a cartographer of sorts. So between the two of them helping you will give you advantage.
Okay.
And even a +1. How about that? Nice. We're going to go to 3rd edition rules here and give you some pluses on top of the advantages.
I'll take it. All right.
We're playing fast and loose with the rules here tonight.
What was it? Survival?
Yes, sir. With advantage, +1.
Whoa, 23.
28, so that's a 29 altogether. Yeah, you start... You decide that instead of going the direction that you think you should be going, you almost make just, rash decisions. I'm going to go left here. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to stay straight, and without using, a lot, forgetting about the sun, because again, the sun, every time you look up, is in the same exact spot, regardless of what direction you're walking in or how long you've been walking. So, and again, it's been a few hours now. Right. And you feel like at least you still have no idea where you are or where you're going, but at least you're not seeing the same rock in the same tree now. So you're making some sort of progress.
Great.
What that means and if it's in the right direction, who can say? But at least it's better than what you were doing before.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is getting darker out now, though.
Okay.
But the sun hasn't moved.
But the sun is still in the air.
Yes.
Up in the sky.
Right.
But it seems to be getting darker around me.
Yes. Which is also very strange. And unsettling almost.
I imagine it would be. That is wild stuff. Okay.
That's weird, wild stuff right there.
And you know what? Gorell will point that out. He's like, Priestess, you see it's getting dark, but you see the sun up there? Can your god explain that to me?
Again, no. This is not natural. This is definitely the work of powerful magic.
Okay. I think Garel will take the cue that it's actually becoming night and try to, because I'm sure he's getting tired.
Sure, yeah. It's a lot of work too.
Constantly.
And you're a little out of practice from swinging your sword that much, even though you're just hacking away, shrubs and vines and stuff. It's still, it's a lot of work.
And still no sign of any animals.
None. Zero. No sounds except for what you are making.
Okay. So I don't think he's going to worry too much about animals or whatever, but I think he's going to try to maybe clear out a spot to bed down for the night.
Yeah, eventually you look around a little bit and you are able to find a bit of a clearing. Not a huge clearing, but enough where there's room. Yeah, because again, it's not it's an area that's just not trees and vines and shit. There's some open areas in between. Maybe there's some fallen trees and stuff like that. But there's it's a decent size clearing where you feel like you can at least rest a little bit more comfortably than what you've been going through for the last 4 hours.
He'll make a fire.
Okay, yeah.
Settle down.
Well, I'm assuming you want to set up a watch again.
Definitely, and I think he'll take first watch. Barefoot, settle down, get some rest. I'm going to wake you in a couple of hours.
All right. And Chrysania she's tired as well, so she has a sort of a fitful sleep, but she is able to go to sleep. Roll me a perception check.
Pushing the luck here. 15.
15. It's pretty good. You hear, for the first time since you've been in this forest, rustling that isn't being made by you as you're just sitting there and the other two are asleep.
Okay. I think at this point he's definitely put his armor on, I would think.
Sure, yeah, I would imagine you wouldn't have since you're taking first watch, you wouldn't have it off. You may have some of it off, but it's easy to put on quickly. Anything.
Yeah. And
like your boots and your gauntlets, helmet, stuff, the easy stuff, is probably all you
grab the shield. Okay. So yes, it'll stand up and maybe even pick up a burning branch out of the fire and try to hold it up and try to look around.
You pick up a wood from the fire, look around, and what do you see?
What do I see?
But coming through the brush are draconians.
Of course.
So let's roll some initiative.
All right.
Now, these draconians, for those of you watching and listening at home, are ones that I created based on the original modules, but made them 5e. So these are not the Wizards of the Coast. If you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you. It's not their draconians, just so you know. All right, so you were the only one awake.
Right. Well, I'm going to change that.
All right, so the Bozak is effectively going first because she's still asleep. What happened to all of his spells?
No. I was saying I was waking them up.
It's not your turn.
Oh, damn it.
We're in initiative. He is going to cast web. So a mass of thick, sticky webbing at a point of his choosing within a 20-foot cube, which is basically all of you are now stuck in this. I'm going to need you. The other two are going to be stuck, but I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
DC 12. Pretty easy to make, hopefully.
Nope.
7. Do you have any inspiration points on your character sheet that you did not use?
No. I used all of those.
Those of you watching on Twitch, feel free to cheer bits. We will give them to Kem-chan after the fact to put on Gorell's sheet, but it will not help him here. All right, so the webs are difficult terrain.
Hold on. Can I... No.
And you are restrained.
I am restrained.
So you will need to spend your time breaking out of it. But again, it's not a very high DC. So
okay.
Right. That's what he does. Now it is your turn.
Okay, so yes, I will cut my way out using my...
I'm assuming you're yelling at them to wake up first.
I am doing... Can I do it all at the same time?
Oh yeah, you're yelling is just a free action.
Yes, I'm yelling at them like, Priestess, Knight, get up! Sir Tasselfoot, get up!
Tasselfoot.
Tassel, Burfoot.
Tassel off, Burfoot.
Tassel off.
Tasselfoot, that's great.
Like, wake up! We've got company.
All right, they
Two arms, Knight, and I'm cutting myself.
They are awake and they are also restrained. So roll me a athletics check to get out of there. DC 12. 17. All right, you do get out. That is your turn. However, you can move, although it is difficult terrain. So you've already... So basically, you have 15 feet of movement instead of 30.
Okay, and...
It ends... and also this ends... Basically, it'll be 10 feet to get you out of there and that into that line of Boz Draconians.
Okay, so I'm going to step in front of Priestess.
Okay.
Just right there.
All right. That is it for your turn because you're... Oh, you can have a bonus action, though, if you have one.
Oh, bonus action... Oh, do I? Can I...
Can I buy a vowel?
It's been a minute.
You can do an action surge and attack this round if you want to.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know what? I might as well. Yes, I will action surge and attack. So use that, and I'm going to use my... What am I using? My great sword.
Do you have any magic weapons? You sure? You must have magic weapons, right?
Oh, it's a +3 great sword.
Oh, Jesus, a +3. Is that all?
32 hit.
Yeah, you're gonna hit a Boz Draconian with a 33, with a 32 rather. You beat it by quite a bit. By 15, by the way.
What's the damage I roll?
Roll the where it hits greatsword. Press that. On the...
Oh, right. 17 damage.
Oof.
Slashing.
He is almost dead. You have, I think, 2 more attacks.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you have 3 at this. You have to have 3 at this level.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Okay. Attack again. Great sword.
12th level.
27.
Yeah, but you're gonna take him down. I don't know which one.
Slashing.
You don't. Yeah, he's dead. He only had 5 left.
Okay.
He turns to stone, and you have a magic weapon. We've established that will not get stuck in the stone body. So,
right.
We established that early on in the campaign.
And with that.
You still have some movement and another attack.
Sure, why not? I want to, and I'm continuously yelling. I'm still yelling, like, get up, Barfoot, 2 arms, knight.
I'm trying. I'm stuck in this web.
And he's like, priestess, use your dagger. You gotta cut yourselves free. And I'm gonna attack that one on the right.
Okay, the other boss.
Yep. Here we go. Great sword. 26.
Oof, yep, you're rolling pretty well tonight here.
15 damage slashing.
All right. And I don't know if you have any more bonus actions, but
No, I don't think so.
Are you a battle master?
Yes.
You could use one of your maneuvers if you want, because you'll get an extra D8 on something, and if you get high enough, you could take them out.
Menacing attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die. Attempt to frighten the target. Add superior die to the attack damage roll.
Okay.
Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it is frightened of you until the end of your next turn.
All right. Well, roll your D8. I'll roll the. What's your?
Actually, it's my
DC.
Where's my DC? Hold on.
It's got to be your strength plus 8. So, your strength modifier plus 8 plus your what the hell is that thing called? Proficiency bonus, which would be probably a 5. Okay, so 5 plus 8 is 13 plus whatever your strength modifier is, which is probably a 4 or 5 too, right?
Yes. Hold on. I wanted to double checking something here. Superiority die is a D10.
Oh, it's a D10 at this level, so you have a pretty good chance of taking him out. You need a 7. Yeah. And I will roll his wisdom. Was it wisdom? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He got a 3.
Whoa!
Only 2, but he is frightened of you, so he will have disadvantage when attacking you and cannot move any closer to you.
Okay.
All right. You had a chance. You had a chance.
I did.
He has 5 left, so there's no way you can't kill him next time, but you could have killed him this time. Now, unfortunately for you, it is the Sivak's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one is going to attack you. The sword attack first is a crit.
Oh,
these guys hit hard.
Yeah, they do.
All right, so it's going to be 18 plus 16. Oh, I got to do math. Where's Chuck
18,
when he needs him?
I see 18 plus 10.
Yeah, that's because this is not doing it the way we do it.
Oh.
That is just doubling the...
that's right. I remember, right.
We max the damage and then add the first damage. So that 10 we ignore. So it is 16 plus 4 is 20. Plus 18 is 38 points of damage to you.
Yikes.
And then he also makes a tail attack. Come on, another crit. Nope. 10 will miss.
10 will miss.
And the other guy is going to come in 5, 10, 15, 20 also. And he is going to attack you.
What was it? 30-something damage?
38.
38 damage. Okay.
Again, this one is going to start with the sword. This big serrated sword that he has. Long sword. Another crit!
God damn it.
Ha ha! Yes, I'm back, baby! Why can't I roll like this when I'm a player?
Fun.
Oh, much worse, though.
Nice.
27 on this one.
27.
Still a chunk of damage, but not as bad.
Definitely.
And his tail attack, 12 will miss you. Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot is going to need to make that. He doesn't have athletics, so he needs to make a strength roll.
Okay.
To get out of there. DC 12. So again, not super hard, but he's not that strong either.
No. Strength. Hey, 19.
19. Tasselhoff is free. He can move, or he can stay where he is. It's difficult terrain until you get to that line of Bozaks. Or Draconians in general. There's only one that's not in that line. So
he it says the only weapons he has is a dagger
and a hoopak.
Hoopak
can be used either as a melee weapon or a ranged weapon. So he can basically hit somebody with it or use it as a sling.
Gotcha. All right, he's going to rush this one over here on the left.
Okay. And
I'm going to have him attack with...
Use the hoopak, it's more fun.
I guess so.
Does more damage.
Yeah, that's what I was checking. Okay, he's going to attack with the hoopak. Oh, there we go. 16.
16? I think it just misses.
Oh,
these guys don't have a lot of hit points, but their AC is 17, so that is a miss. Almost got it, though. And I guess that's all.
And he only has one attack?
Yeah, he could use his offhand attack with a dagger, I guess. He's a rogue.
Yeah, let's do that.
There won't be any additional damage to the... it'll just be the straight damage. There won't be any bonuses to the damage. But he can still attack him.
It'll be something.
Yeah, why not?
Dagger.
13 will miss.
13 miss.
And you call yourself a knight, Sir Kender. All right. Something else is happening.
What is this something else?
You're gonna see and you're not. Change layer to the token layer. And what you should see here is your old buddy Lord Soth.
Oh, jeez, man. You serious? That's exactly what Gorell says. Are you kidding me right now? Gorell is hurt, man. Gorell is hurt, and Soth shows up.
Make me a just straight up intelligence check.
Fair. Oh. Man, intelligence has not improved. Oh, crit!
Oh, a crit for a total of 19.
Because he has a -1.
Yeah. The first thing you think of is, oh shit, not this guy.
Not this guy again.
Then you realize, this is Kitiara's BFF here.
Right. Yes.
And there are Draconians with him. You look at these Draconians, and you see that they are wearing the armor and regalia of the Blue Dragon Army.
Okay.
So now that you've sort of... Because again, at first, I mean, you weren't expecting this. You've been in this place alone, and then you see Soth, and you start looking around, and you're putting things together that this has something to do with her. It has to. Has to.
Right.
Anyway, Lord Soth is here, and is he within 60 feet of him? Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, yeah. He is going to use his ability to perform Word of Death on Lady Grisania.
Word of Death, new metal band name, called it.
I'm the guitar player, Soth. All right, so she needs to make a DC 19 con saving throw. Her constitution is +0, so no bonus, but no penalties. She rolled double crits.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. The problem is... All right, she will take 50 points of damage.
What?
That's half. It would be normally 100. And she could die if she got to that. She looks like shit. She has, take a peek behind the curtain, 3 hit points left after that.
Oh my god.
And Soth doesn't like that, so he's going to start walking forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I believe. Yeah. He's going to move here. He's not going to stand right in front of Burfoot. Yeah, you know what? What is he? He's not afraid of a Kender. He's going to stand right next to Burfoot. That is Soth's turn. What happened to my turn order tracker?
I don't know.
Do you see it?
No. I noticed that when Soth showed up, it disappeared.
He's fucking everything up.
He really is this guy.
Now it is the Bozak's turn. The Bozaks.
Hang on. I want Garel when as Soth is advancing. I was like, Soth, did Kiara send you? Is this what she wants? She's trying to kill me already?
She doesn't want you. She's stopping the girl.
God damn it.
And with that, there are going to be 2 Baz Draconians that attack Burfoot. Where my Baz at? All right. 2 short sword attacks. First one. Does a 19 hit Burfoot? Probably, right?
I would.
His AC is up at the top under his name.
Yeah, it hits.
All right. 4. Are you kidding me? 4 piercing? And the second one, 20 will hit then.
Oh my god.
For 7 more piercing. That's a little bit more respectable. And yeah, they suck. All right, the next guy is going to do his 2 attacks. 13 hit Burfoot.
No.
All right. And second one, an 18.
Ah, damn it.
That'll probably do it, right? And that is 5 more damage.
Okay, he's still up. Not by much, though.
Yep. Chrysania has to break out of this web to do anything. And athletics. Not great for her. Not.
No, I can't imagine the goth chick is very athletic.
She is the opposite of her. It is literally her worst roll.
Of course it is.
The only one that's in the negative, by the way.
Oh, man.
And she only needs a 12. So still a reasonable chance she can make it.
No.
For those of you watching and listening at home, that is, she rolled twice because I always have, for some reason, the advantage just clicked on, just make it easier. A 0 and a -1. So she rolled a 3 and a 2 on her total rolls here. So she is still stuck in this webbing. First fight she's ever been in, by the way. So
really,
yeah, if you
couldn't
can't tell. Bozak Draconian, he goes and 60 feet. One target. Yeah, he is going to. I swear I didn't make this name up. This was in the original modules. He is going to use his lightning discharge on Garel.
Oh boy.
Let's see what happens if he hit. 14 will miss you, however.
Yes.
And we could do 2 of those. All right, so he's going to do another lightning discharge on you. An 8 is even worse.
Definitely misses.
Look, this has never happened to me before. I swear. I've been very stressed at work.
Yeah, well, that all that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Mental state and all.
Yeah. And it is back to Garel.
Okay. So wait, this which one did that? The one in front of me?
No, that was the guy up here. You can't get to him. He's the one with the wings up at the top here.
Oh,
I guess they all have wings. You have
one
2
furthest away.
You have 2 Civex and a Boz. The Boz is hanging on for dear life at this point, and the Civex have not been touched.
Okay. Oh wait, that's wrong one. Okay. All right, so I'm going to attack. Garel is going to attack that one that's been weakened.
Might as well take him off the board. Yeah.
Take him off the board, yeah. There we go. Great sword.
17 is what you want.
30?
The 30 will do, and he's dead. You don't even bother rolling.
Okay.
Because your bonus is enough to kill him. So he turns to stone. He only had 5 hit points left. There was no way you couldn't kill him.
Okay.
So
I'll take it.
And you have 2 more attacks.
And then I'll attack that one right in front.
Okay. The Civac.
Great sword. 21.
Yes, sir. Their armor class is actually a little bit lower than the Bozaks. They have a lot more hit
13
points.
slashing. Is he dead?
He's not even close to dead.
Well, you said
they have a ton of hit points, these guys.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Their AC is not that
AC.
Great. Yeah, 16 AC, which isn't great. Not terrible, but not great. But their hit points are through the roof, and they do a shit ton of damage.
Right. Great.
All right, you have another attack, I think. Same guy?
Yep, same guy.
23 will hit.
23. And that's 16 slashing.
16, all right. Still doing fine. He's under 100, though.
Oh, great.
So that's the good news.
There's the good news.
The bad news is they start with more than
100. So. I want a bonus action second wind.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah.
So I don't remember how that works. Do you?
I'm looking at it. Use a bonus action, regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus fighter level.
So 1d10 plus 12, I guess, right?
Yes. Come on, give me a...
Get a 10. You need it. That's a 4 for those of you keeping track at home. That's still 16.
16.
Not bad. All right. And I guess that's it for you. Then it might be it for you because it's now the Sivak's turn. 1 serrated sword attack. Oh, wait. It should be 2 serrated sword attacks and 1 tail attack. So I gave you less attacks than I should have last time. We'll rectify that now. A 20 will miss you.
Will miss, yep.
Second sword attack.
Hold on.
12 will miss you.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, you got to do a maneuver? A maneuver?
Maneuver. What did Dr. Heimlich say to his wife? I have found the maneuver.
I love how your Dr. Heimlich is basically just Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've got the maneuver. I'll be right back.
I literally just went over that with my students. The Heimlich maneuver. Okay.
Did you use your Arnold voice when you did it?
I did. I didn't even think of it until just now.
Heimlich maneuver.
All right. I will riposte. Creature misses you with a melee. You can use your reaction and expend 1 superiority die. Make a melee weapon attack against the creature. If you hit, you add the superiority die to the attack damage roll.
All right, cool. Give it a go. This is the same one you've been hitting, by the way.
Yes. And what is it? A D10.
Yeah, so it's the attack. You just roll the attack first to see if you hit it. And then the D10 will be addition to your damage.
Okay. So, great sword.
Just hits.
Nice.
That's 16. Just does it.
And
so roll your damage and add a D10.
15.
Ooh, 15 plus. Get a 1. 6. All right, not bad. So was that 21? Not bad.
You dead?
All right, I'm just going to tell you, he has 74 more hit points.
More?
The other one has 124 still.
Jesus. All right, fine. Okay.
So stop asking me if we're there yet, because we're not.
Are we there yet, Dad?
I'm going to pull over this car right now, Captain.
Fine. Okay. And the other one attacked and missed?
Yeah, well, no, that's still the same one, and he has a tail attack too, so he missed twice.
So
you can only do that once.
I can only do the maneuver
I think
once?
it's just a reaction, yeah.
It is a reaction.
22 will also miss you.
Yes.
So he didn't hit you at all. And then the second guy now. First serrated sword attack, 16 will miss. Come on, guys.
Hey, reaction.
17 will miss. Forget this one because that was a mistake. And a tail, 18 will miss. Wow.
So can I react to that guy? Different guy?
No, because you only have one reaction per your turn, not to their turn.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry.
Fine. Your rules.
Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot, you are currently in melee range of 2 Boz Draconians and Lord Soth the Death Knight.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. He's literally... How many hit points he's got now?
What did he start with? 50 something?
50?
What did he have?
Oh, wait. No, he has 64. What the hell was I... Hold on. I've totally been... Oh, shit. Okay, I gotta redo this. Hold on. He has 64. He lost 5.
5 and 7, I want to say.
7? Yes.
At least it's something like that. We'll use that. So that's 12.
Yes.
We're using his speed.
Okay, now
or armor class.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna tell.
I know. I really want to know. Those watching.
52. He's down to 52 right now. Okay, good.
All right.
He's 52.
So who is he going to attack? This Knight of Solamnia.
Oh my God! Might as well go for Soth. Hoopak. Oh, crit! Oh my God!
So max damage plus whatever the roll is. So hit the attack and see what it comes up with, and then we'll back into it from there. Are you kidding me? 2, so 6
plus
7.
What do I roll?
8. That's it. He has 8.
That's it.
It's 8 damage.
You did 8 damage to Lord Soth.
Lord Soth is on the ropes. Just kidding. All right.
Ow, my knee.
That's it. Yeah, I know. He just takes the hoopak and just stabs him in the foot with it. Lord Soth doesn't really notice. And it is his turn. Wow, is this how we kill Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot with Lord Soth?
Hey, what a way to go.
3 Forsaken Brand attacks, which is his weapon. Sword. 15.
Oh, wait. I'm pretty sure that hits. Let me double check. Yeah, that hits.
I'm just going to keep rolling, and then we'll just add up all the damage.
Sure.
Second. 24.
Definitely hits.
27.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
This might be it.
Uh, all right. Well, he already has right off the bat 44, 12 bludgeoning, and 32 necrotic. And he can't regain hit points until the start of Soft's next turn. 54, he's down.
He's
Plus
down.
18.
He's down.
All right. So he is
there. He's down.
Unconscious. And Lord Soth continues to Lady Chrysania. Bozaks, I guess, are going to come 5, 10. They can't really get to you. But they're just going to hang out here behind this guy and wait for something to happen. Chrysania is going to try desperately to get out of this web.
She has a dagger. Why can't she use the dagger?
Because that's not how life works in this game.
Oh, boy.
Oh
my God. That's a 5 for
That's a 5.
Paying attention.
Oh gosh. All right. Bozak is I lost him. Oh, here he is. He is going to turn invisible.
Oh, great.
And effectively disappear. I'm going to just move him just up here, out of the way here. So he's invisible. Garel, this is not going well. You had one job, was to protect her, by the way, and
I am well aware. I'm well aware what the job was. I mean, I'm right there, right? I'm like,
yeah, you
can trying to protect her.
You're doing your best. It is your turn.
Okay. All right. I'm going to disengage for the from these guys up here and go for soft.
Yeah, you don't even need to disengage because you're still within range of everybody, and disengaging would be your action anyway. So you just move there, and nobody can take an attack of opportunity against you. Anyway, the only guy that would have been able to, you killed. So.
Right. Okay. Cool.
All right, Lord Soth.
Okay, I forgot to. I used 2 superiority die. Okay. All right, here we go. Soth attacking with the great sword. Oh my God, 15. First low roll.
Wow. Yeah, that's not going to hit him.
It's not.
His AC is hittable for you, certainly, but that's not going to do it.
That's not going to do it. All right. Second attack. 25.
That will do it.
10 slashing.
Do you have any maneuvers you want to use?
Hang on.
Got some damage in there.
Well, let me finish the attacks? Can I do that?
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Finish the attack, yeah. And yes, there is definitely a maneuver I want to use.
30 will hit.
30. There we go. Come on. Big damage. 14.
He is under 200.
Oh, great! He's dropped below 200. I bet he's feeling it now. Here we go. And the maneuver... Oh, what the hell? I'll try the... menacing attack.
Alright. What does that do?
Trying to frighten the target.
Oh, it's the same one as before then.
Yeah.
So he needs a wisdom saving throw.
Or wait.
I think he gets damage anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna try the disarming attack. Try to get him to drop his sword, at least drop his sword.
Oh, all right. What does he have to do to stop that from happening? Read it out loud.
Superiority die. Target must make a strength saving throw.
And what happens if he makes it? Anything? Like, does he have damage?
Then he doesn't drop it. He doesn't drop it.
But does he have any damage on top of it, or is it damage only if he misses it too?
Yeah, it's only damage if he misses.
All right. Saving throw. Strength.
Yes.
16, which will actually fail because your DC, I think we came up with, was 18.
18, yes.
Yeah, he drops that Forsaken Brand.
Nice.
He looks so pissed off, dude, right now.
And I gotta roll that D10.
Yeah.
Three more. This D10's not helping.
You know, your D10s are not doing great. You're rolling well otherwise. Those D10s, though, are not doing what they need to do. Let's put a big X on Tasselhoff so remember that he's dead. Or unconscious, not dead. But Sivak Draconians now, though. Oof. 20 will miss. A crit will hit. Third crit with these guys. 13 plus 20, 33 points of damage. Tail attack, 22 will miss. Number 2, 14, 13. Don't worry about that crit. I rolled it too many times. Although I did crit again with him. But that was, unfortunately for me, that doesn't count. Tail attack, 25 hits you. Just 8 more.
8, okay.
Roll me a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
24.
You're fine. He whacks you at the side of the head, but you don't go down. Death save for Sir Tasselhoff. Just give me a straight D20 roll. That is a success.
In the middle, 10.
All right, 1 success.
Okay.
All right. You've made Lord Sop angry. He's gonna do it.
What? What's he gonna do?
This is what killed. What was Michael's character that wasn't Stonemoss?
The knight?
No, the wizard. I think he was.
The wizard, right.
Anyway, this is what killed him, but he's gonna cast Cataclysmic Fire.
Oh, right.
He's gonna hurl a magical ball that explodes at a point within 20 feet. So basically off into the woods here, but so that you guys are caught and nobody else is. Although...
But he's right next to us.
Yeah, it can end at you. This guy will be caught. This Sivak Draconian.
Okay.
Because there's no way to get the two of you and not him.
So wait, which way is he casting it?
Back into the woods.
Oh, there. Okay.
So I mean, it's actually a little bit further, but basically around here. So this way, the edge of it, the edge of the circle will get this guy, this Draconian, you, and her in that, and that's rounded area.
It won't
there.
Get that other Bozak up top there.
No, I don't think so. Hold on. Let's see. Oops, wrong thing. Measure circle. Nope. Wait. Oops. This one it has to be.
Yeah.
Oh, it will. It will get him. You're right. Yeah. All right. Sorry about that.
It's the arc of a circle there. Come on.
Good call. Good call. He is in that arc. All right. So everybody needs to roll a DC 19 Dexterity saving throw.
Dex save.
Crisani is going to do that at disadvantage because she is still...
Oh, right. She's still...
trapped. She wouldn't have gotten it anyway. She rolled a 17. She got her 17 and 18. She came close.
Wait, I thought you said it was a 16.
DC 19.
Oh, 19. Okay.
Sivak.
Ooh, rolled an 11.
That's not good.
Oh, wait. I have... Hold on.
All right.
I have... Where is it? Indomitable, yes. Can re-roll a saving throw that I fail.
All right, go for it.
But I have to use a new roll no matter what.
Well, it doesn't matter because you missed the first one, so it won't do any worse for you.
Oh, 18.
Oh. Everybody missed, including these two draconians. How many hit points do you have?
31.
It's going to be hard for you not to go down here.
Yeah.
But let's see what we got. Lord Soth. All right, we have 10d6 fire and 10d6 necrotic. So 20d6 is what we're looking at. Slash R.
20d6?
20d6.
Jeez.
Look at all those dice on the screen.
Oh my god.
62.
Oh my god. And you've got a couple ones in there.
I have a lot of ones and twos.
A lot of ones and twos.
I did not roll well on this one. I rolled so good against Michael's guy. What the fuck was his name? Can't remember. All right. So the last thing that you hear before the world explodes is a prayer by Chrysania.
A prayer for the dying.
And then black. You wake up in basically it almost looks like a cell. Like it's a barren room, stone room. There's a cot and a little table with a lamp. Two cots, we'll say. And you wake up, your head is killing you. You don't have any idea where you are, but you look over and you see on the other cot, on the other side of this small room, is Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot.
Head's killing me. So, what do I have? Am I naked?
You're out of your armor, but you're in your regular clothes.
Okay.
Your armor is you see it in like the corner of the room, along with your pack and everything like that. So all of your stuff is there.
Okay.
Same thing with Tasselhoff, although he didn't have any armor to begin with. But so he's just wearing his fur vest and bright blue pants.
As a knight should.
As they do.
So he'll get up.
It's become standard wear now. All of the Knights of Solamnia wear fur vests and bright blue pants under their armor.
He'll get up slowly, kind of rub his head, and make his way over to Burfoot. And give him a little shake, see if he wakes up.
He does, and he goes.
And the first thing he's going to say to him is, for a knight, you really need to get better armor.
What? Well, you know what? Now that you think of it, I could use some cool armor like yours.
Yes, it would be very helpful. Although I saw you got a good look in on Soth.
Oh, you saw that? Yeah, I got it right on the big toe.
Sure.
What happened after that? That was the last thing I remember.
Yeah, that's about right. Not too much happened after that.
But where is Lady Chrysania?
Yeah, no. Where are we? And he looks around.
Huh, that's a good question, too. I don't know. Well, as my old Uncle Trapspringer used to say, there's a door, we should open it.
Is there a door? Is it actually a cell?
It's it's a regular door. It's a wooden door.
Okay.
It just looks like, because the room is so barren, it just looks like a cell. But it's hard.
Okay.
But of course, you don't know if the door's locked or not. But
okay. Well, I think first thing he's gonna go check his pack and see if he's got like food or something in there he can eat.
Yeah, there's he
grabs some jerky.
Yeah, you pack some stuff before you left from the inn.
Gorell grabs some jerky to chew on and then go to the door.
All right, you gonna try to open it?
Yeah. Try to open the door.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw. Just kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke. It opens up fine. And you see a sort of a circular hallway that you were in that has other doors on either side. All are closed.
Quick question. Does this blackout count as a rest?
No. Let's say you've got pretty much 1 hit point, both of you, at this point.
Okay.
So you're awake, but that's not a long rest by any stretch.
Okay, fine.
You're just not dead.
Hey, I'll take it. Not dead. 1 hit point.
Not dead yet?
I'm not dead yet.
Feeling much better.
I think I'll go dancing. Okay. Circular hallway. So basically, I'm in a room of a circular rooms, and there's a big round space in the middle.
No. You see is just a hallway that just runs in a circular motion.
Gotcha.
And there's doors on each side of this hallway.
Gotcha. Okay. And I turn to Barefoot.
You imagine. Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Okay. My -1 intelligence. Here we go. Oh, I can't see it. What is it?
17. Pretty good again.
Hey,
you're mostly been rolling better. Well.
Yeah, except for the extra damage. Okay, so he's gonna turn to Barefoot. Go. You think we should open all these doors too?
Oh, you think so?
No, I'm joking. And he steps out into the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to Barefoot. Remember which door we're, because all of our stuff is here.
Oh yes, I'm very good at remembering where things are. I am quite the cartographer, you remember.
Oh yeah.
And with that, you hear sort of the patter of feet running down the hallway. It seems like one set of feet. And around the corner comes a red-robed mage who looks like he couldn't be more than 21, 22 years old. And he sees you in the hallway and he stops and says, Master Nightfoot and Master Barefoot. Well, look at that. You both are feet in your name. And then he composes himself.
How did I not see that
I just
before?
noticed this just now. After 6 years of playing this game. It took this red-robed mage, an apprentice, to figure out the similarities in your names. I see you're awake. If you will come with me, sir, well, the heads of the orders, I'm sure, would be very eager to speak with you.
Gorell will say, he'll look at him, and he looks at Barefoot. He looks back at him, and he goes, should we leave our stuff here?
Oh, yes, it's perfectly safe. You were in the Tower of High Sorcery at Wayrith.
Huh, and he looks back at Barefoot. We made it.
Yes, and Perfect goes to high-five you.
And he hits my hip.
Yeah.
It's like high-fiving my kindergartners. All right, and he gives him the high five, and he's like, all right, let's go see what's happening. And he walks, and he follows the apprentice.
All right. They take you down the hallway, up a few flights of stairs, and you enter what is a pretty lush office. Really, there's a big desk. There's bookshelves lined with ancient books. Sitting at the desk is, and I don't know if you've ever met him before, but an older human, white robes, sitting at the desk, and sitting in two sort of comfortable-looking, oversized armchairs are a middle-aged man, gray hair, beard, close-cropped beard, and a woman in black. He's wearing red robes, and a woman in black robes, a younger woman in black robes who you recognize from the temple at Naraka. It is Iolanth, who was very close with Ariakis, Lord Ariakis.
Okay.
You didn't have a lot of contact with her specifically, but when you were in there in the temple scouting things out before all the shit went down, you did notice that she was constantly by his side.
Okay.
And the older mage in the white robe sitting behind the desks gestures for you to have a seat. There are wooden chairs in the center of the room, and he says, please sit down. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Parsalian of the White Robes, head of not only the White Robes but of the Order of Mages. This, he turns to the red robe mage, is Justarius, and this, he looks over at the black robed mage, is Iolanth.
And Grell, chewing on his beef jerky, walks in. Is like, thank you for your. I assume I have you to thank for that we're still alive.
Yes, yes and no. We found you in the woods, and I apologize it took us longer to get to you than, necessary. And as far as what kept you alive, you were luckily alive when we found you. But we did not do much other than patch up your wounds and give you time to rest in our chambers.
And he sits down. He's like, and for that, I thank you.
Yes.
We're missing one person, when I assume you know
yes.
who that is.
Indeed, I do. Lady Chrysania of Tyrrhenius.
I did my best to protect her and bring her here.
Yes, you frankly made it much further through the forest than most. However, I am uncertain how the Death Knight and his draconian crew were able to find you there and get in yourself. The forest is designed to only allow people into the tower who are invited. It is not necessarily designed to keep people out of the forest itself.
What is it designed to do?
Well, it's to stop people from finding this tower. We've had a series of unfortunate events that have had us lose many towers over the course of the years. And this one, we have determined not to lose, so we've combined our magics to make a forest that will, confuse and befuddle those who try to enter it, so they are unable to find the tower within.
Well, it does a really good job.
Thank you. We're proud of it. Yeah, very proud.
I have to say, it was very confusing. How did it look like the sun didn't move?
Oh, well, that's just an illusion, of course, of the sun. It's not the actual one. If you could follow the sun, it would be much easier to track your way through.
Yes, that's my point. Yes. Okay, so...
but anyway, you asked about Lady Chrysania, and...
yes.
She is here, however...
she's here.
Well, yes, she's not in this room. However, she is in one of our chambers, similar to you. We have been, unable to wake her.
So Soth did not take her?
No.
He said that he was... Oh, wait, no. He was to stop her. I assumed she'd be dead.
Yes, and maybe he did as well. And to be honest with you, I thought she was when we found you in the forest. However, she is alive, albeit barely, but she has not been able to be awoken.
Well, right. Oh. Well. And with that, he finishes his jerky and looks at the mages. It's like, well, I'm sure here you're all smart enough to figure out to wake her. My job is done. Barefoot. Yeah.
If I may. We know what Lady Chrysania was trying to do. She was trying to help the Archmage Zane O'Cara. And when he says that, from the darkness of the corner of the room, a figure approaches that you hadn't noticed before. It is another figure in dark robes. It is an elf. Much like Zane, it is very odd to see an elf in the dark robes. But
it's not Zane.
It's not Zane. And he approaches you, and he says, forgive my dramatic entrance. My name is Dalamar the Dark. Parsalian then says, this mage is an apprentice of Zane. And that being said, he has also been, I hate to use the word spying, but spying for us.
On Zane?
Yes. And Dalamar, walks further into the light, and he says, my Shalafi, or master, for those who do not speak Elven, is aware now of my transgressions. However, he has kept me on in his service for reasons I don't understand. However, he has ensured that I will not betray him, and the information that I give is, what I imagine, information that he is fine passing along. And he opens up his robes, and on his chest you see 5 sort of circular festering wounds.
Ugh.
And he says, my Shalafi, or master, for those of you who don't speak the Elven tongue, has given me this as punishment and a reminder of who I serve. No healing on Kryn can heal this. It is a mark I must bear, and a pain I must endure. But I can tell you this, because my Shalafi allows it. He is looking to enter the abyss, to stop and kill Takesis, and take her place.
Take her place?
Yes. And in order to do that, he needs one of the clerics of Paladine. That is where Chrysania comes in. And Parsalian then steps up. and says, "We obviously cannot allow this to happen. And, well, from what we understand, Zane needs more power in order to enter the abyss, even with a cleric of Paladine. We think he is going to go back in time. And more importantly, this young woman, the healing magic that we have here is still new and still weak. We feel that the only way for her to survive is to send her back before the cataclysm, where the true clerics first lived before their disappearance. We don't expect you to, well, go back, of course, with her. We will send her on her own. However, we will need help in doing this. And I understand that a former companion of yours, a druid named Stonemoss, has been, well, experimenting with magics beyond what we understand. And we know that he is in a grove somewhere, but have not been able to find him. Yet, your adopted father, Flint's cousin, Berkel Anvilheim, another hero of the Lance, we know that he has been there. We just ask that you get him a message that he can give to Stonemoss to come here and meet with us. And we can send this lady back in time so she can be healed.
Just deliver a message.
That's all. We ask nothing more.
Stonemoss supposedly is from that time.
Yes. If there's anyone who could figure out the calculations to get back there, it would be him.
To go back in time, this sounds... I'll deliver your message. And then I'm done.
Understood.
He is family. I should visit him anyway. Fine. I simply ask, allow me and Burford to regain our strength. Write up your message, and I'll deliver it.
We thank you. And the fate of Kryn depends upon it.
Yeah, the fate of Kryn is always depending on me.
All right. And with that, we end tonight's session. So, thanks, Kim Chan, for hanging out for a bunch of hours and playing this game.
It's been fun, man. It's been fun. It's shaking off the rust there a little bit, but yeah.
When did we? We ended over the summer, I guess, right?
We ended last summer.
Wow. So
yeah, that's right. I was on my way out of Thailand, and now I'm in Rome. For those for those paying attention.
Where in the world is Kemchan Mirza? All right. So anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us on what for you is D&D Fridays, and for us is a random Saturday a few weeks before. Join us next time as we officially start Season 2 of DragonLance, Legends. And for Kemchan, I am Adam, saying goodnight. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another, and we will see you next time on DragonLance. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, cool.
That was